back-to-back blowout wins for the Chicago Bulls. They are looking really good at the moment. Keep in mind, yesterday the New Orleans Pelicans were without several key starters, particularly Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. But I don't think anybody would argue the fact that the Chicago Bulls, they look good. They look like they're meshing very well, getting their confidence up, and I think they are going to be a major force this next season. It still blows my mind, like just the disrespect they get in the media. Before we break down this recap, first off, if you guys enjoy this video, you want more Bulls content, I try to post Bulls content every single day, along with NBA content every single day, so be sure to hit that like button and hit that sub button for more. I was looking up some Bulls videos earlier today, and I came across, I think it was The Jump. I don't even remember who's on The Jump anymore. ESPN's just going so downhill, but I'm watching the art, or I'm just reading the headline, reading different headlines, and it says, are the Chicago Bulls a playoff team? It's like, bro, what? Like, how can you, like, genuinely name 9, 10 other teams who are better in the Eastern Conference than the Chicago Bulls? Personally, to me, I think it would be more difficult. Like, I think it would be pretty difficult to name even just 10 teams in the entire NBA better than the Chicago Bulls. I don't know how they're still being disrespected in the media. This is a big market team with several all-stars. I don't understand it one bit. But let's get into today's video, talking about yesterday's game. Like I said, the Pelicans were without several key players, but we're looking at how are the Bulls playing, how are they meshing, which rotations, which lineups are working, which are not, which defensive schemes are working, which are not. You're just trying to evaluate players. The Chicago Bulls starters, Billy Donovan, mentioned that going into the game, they were going to get 25 to 28 minutes tonight, and they really made the most of it. First off, the Bulls shot a very good 49% from the field, a fairly decent 34.3% from deep, out-rebounded, out-assisted, out-stealed, out-blocked. They did have 12 turnovers, and it seemed like it was starting to become a trend at various points last season. I would say it was just kind of a trend last season, was just too sloppy at times, but this is preseason game number 2, so it's not really something to worry about, but it is something to notice. I do remember last year just constantly, like after every game, looking at the turnovers, seeing it be like 20, 21, 22, something like that, and being like, oh, well, that's why we lost that game. So thankfully, we got a bunch of upgrades this season, and the Bulls are still without several key players. So looking at their starters, Lonzo Ball he probably was the best Bull last night on the court. 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, 7 and 9 from the field. But here's more important, 5 of 6 from deep. So he missed his first 3-point attempt and then made his next 5 threes. Lonzo demonstrated, especially last season, his new and improved 3-point shot. It's a lot more consistent. It's a lot more deadly. And he's gonna remind the league this next season, like, NBA fans, I am no longer in New Orleans. Like, put some respect on my name. Like, he's about to show everybody why the Bulls really went out and got him. So 2 steals as well, threw in a block. Another solid game from Zach LaVine, 21 points. What I saw from Zach last night was his increase in mid-range shots. Also, you're just seeing him go in. Like, he is looking really good from the mid-range game. I don't know if it's DeMar DeRozan's rubbing off on him or what have you, but Zach LaVine, he looked good last night, and then especially from the midi, I mean, it's looking like another bag in his trick. So next up, we'll talk about DeMar DeRozan, because he got cooking a little bit there at the end. I think he's going to have to put a little bit more focus on the defensive end this next season. It's still kind of hard to get a good feeling of what's going on, how DeMar meshes with this Bulls team. But he's looking good. He's making his shots. He's getting to his spots, and he's putting some people on the spin cycle. So I like what I've seen from DeMar, 12 points, 6 rebounds. We'll talk about defense probably a little bit later in the preseason. Nikola Vucevic, 16 points, 10 rebounds, didn't make a 3 again, but he did tally in 4 steals, I saw a little bit of concern with Jonas Valanciunas, just kind of, especially in the first quarter. I felt like he was really getting to his spots very easily. Scored like 3 straight quick buckets. Nikola definitely rebounded or picked himself back up throughout the rest of the game. Did get burnt on a couple of pick and rolls, but hopefully Nikola is enough of a defensive mid. Like, that is my biggest concern about the Bulls, is just, can Nikola and Patrick Williams, can that be the front court duo of the Bulls? Like, how deep can we get with Patrick Williams and Nikola Vucevic? Because to me, I don't think it's a liability. It's a concern I have. Next up, you got Javonte Green. This guy's awesome. Like, Javonte is just awesome. Another great low-key signing. 7.6 rebounds for him last night. Didn't miss a shot. 2 steals, threw in a block as well. You saw a lot more from Elijah Johnson. 4 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists in only 13 minutes. He's looking like another just phenomenal low-key signing that I don't think anybody except Bulls fans really have caught on to this quite yet. Speaking of which, I think you could say the same thing about Matt Thomas. I think Matt Thomas, Decatur guy, so Illinois boy, same thing with him. This is one of those low-key great signings that I don't think anybody is really able to recognize this except for Bulls fans who are watching these games. Because both of those two players, I mean, those are like high-quality, very low salary signings. Troy Brown Jr., TBJ, I love TBJ. I think he is going to be a very solid two-way player for the Bulls next season. He's only 22, so he's going to have to work himself into the lineup. But defensively, I love him. So Alex Caruso, probably last player we'll talk about. Marco got a nice standing ovation. Only played 4 minutes last night. A little disappointing, but Alex Caruso, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. 2 of 2 from deep. Also threw in 2 steals. I mean, Stacey King was saying it, turn up the AC. Alex Caruso might actually win 6th Man of the Year on this Bulls team. Like, he is looking so useful. I can't believe the Lakers didn't re-sign him. 21 minutes tonight, did so much work. And he's just going to keep it going. He's going to keep it going. His confidence is definitely very high right now. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's won a championship before. So Alex Caruso is, like, I've been saying this in my videos, in my Bulls videos. He might be one of the low-key best signings the entire NBA offseason. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and hit that sub button. Drop your Bulls comments and questions down below about yesterday's game, and I'll see you guys later.